Hello everybody, Sam here, engineer, MBA, and investor. And in today's video, I want to talk about something I just found out as I was going through my feed here. And of course, this is from a tweet from Dr. Uranov, who actually published one of the early papers that we covered in this video early on in our channel. And he tweeted the following: grateful to Intellia Therapeutics and Verve Therapeutics for advancing RNA-based CRISPR therapeutics to clinical trials with superb results to date. Also grateful for the opportunity to speak out, expanding the impact of this approach to areas of dire unmet medical need. And of course, this is he was actually one of the speakers here. But then I went ahead and I drilled down and like, okay, so let's see what we can find here. And I can see Andrew Bellinger from Verve Therapeutics speaking here. So I can see why the comment was made about Verve Therapeutics. Now, the next thing I'm like, well, where's NTLA, right? Because RNA is a different ball game, right? We actually took a look at yesterday's video about how ARK Invest believes there's really three branches of editing, genome editing. There's DNA, there's RNA, and then there's proteins, right? And DNA was what we really focused on in yesterday's video, which obviously when we talk about CRISPR therapeutics, when we talk about NTLA, when we talk about Verve, we're talking about that DNA portion. The RNA, I sort of glimpsed over it, but then I see this here and I'm like, okay, so Verve is involved here, but guess what? NTLA is involved too, based on your last tweet. And I'm like, well, I don't see anything about NTLA therapeutics here. What's going on here? And after drilling in this website here, I actually found the sponsors, right? So if I go ahead and I click on this link, I get this landing page, you see a bunch of speakers. I couldn't find the speakers. I go to the sponsors, right? I'm like, maybe I can find that. And I find really interesting. Moderna was there, but no big surprise there based on their mRNA technology. Lilly was there, which is pretty big. But then I see NTLA in the bronze sponsors, right? So I don't know if people know this, but usually these trade shows or these conferences always have tiers: bronze, silver, and gold. Sometimes there's only two tiers. In this case, there's three: so bronze, silver, and gold. And obviously, bronze, you're still a sponsor, but you're paying obviously a lot less than if you were gold. And obviously, if you're gold, you get a lot more perks for the people attending from those companies, either that's Moderna, Lilly, but also you get a lot more advertisement, right? But bronze here, I see NTLA, and I found that really interesting, guys. NTLA here is a sponsor of this RNA Therapeutics Institute. This is happening in June 21st, 23rd. And again, as a reminder, NTLA has always been involved with CRISPR, right? When we talk about injecting in vivo in the liver. And I found it really interesting that they're dabbling into the RNA space. And again, some of these companies in the RNA space really don't overlap with current CRISPR companies that we've talked about. I just find it really interesting that a company like NTLA would sort of sponsor this type of event here. And again, does it mean that NTLA is going to be venturing out to other forms of editing? I mean, look, their mission statement is about human therapeutics and about eradicating diseases, right? It's never been about only 2001 or 2002 NTLA. So keep that in mind when you see these types of moves from a company like this. Clearly, here they're interested. Clearly, the leadership wants to venture forward in the RNA space here. And of course, there's lots of competition. I mean, the whole vaccine was based on RNA technology. So you really need to be on top of your game. And maybe the fact they're doing this is not just for PR reasons, but maybe they're looking for a partner in this space. Maybe there's more to it. And of course, their existing partnerships have proven that from NTLA, right? So that they're willing to partner up. But I found this interesting, guys. I don't know if you guys saw this. Maybe some of you missed this out. Again, NTLA, we know they have two successful CRISPR programs. They're the only CRISPR company with two successful programs in this space, NTLA 2001 and NTLA 2002. I just found out that this was published a few weeks ago, but NTLA got UK, basically the designation for the UK regulatory body, right? Don't forget, UK is no longer part of EMA, which is a European agency for medicine and so on. Just like the FDA is in the US or Health Canada in Canada, UK has their own now. And NTLA 2002 got basically the green light to proceed further. So basically, reduce delays, reduce costs for their clinical phase 2 that they're planning to launch in the second half of this year. So, or first year rather, first half of this year. So really excited, guys. This company NTLA, you know, there's someone asked me this question. They were like, you know, if you had like $300,000, right? I don't know why 300,000. You could have just said 100,000 or a million, but whatever. $300,000. Where would you invest? You have to invest all that money, right? Which CRISPR company would you invest if you had one CRISPR company to pick off? And I actually said, without A, B, that said NTLA, because NTLA Therapeutics, not only they have an amazing leadership, not only they're dabbling in the in vivo space, which no other CRISPR company has had clinical data on, but they really have two successful CRISPR programs, which leads me to believe that in the next 2, 3, 5, 6 years, these guys are gonna be commercializing significant programs that can yield lots of rewards. And of course, there's nothing wrong with CRISPR Therapeutics or what Beam Therapeutics are doing, or even Verve, you know, or Caribou. But ultimately, this company is special, just like this type of sponsor, this type of video. It's just reiterating the fact this company is here to stay. This company execute, they get the job done, and obviously here they're venturing into something that other CRISPR companies have not ventured into, at least not most of them. So hopefully you guys appreciate this video. As always, subscribe if you're not, like this video if you found value, and let me know in the comments below what do you guys think about NTLA and RNA editing space. I'll see you guys in the next video.